Yeah.
Turn the thing off.
It's your boy.
This guy
It's
started.
your boy, Chef Drewski. Yeah.
Tries to do.
It's like, nah. Hold on. Let's redo that real quick.
Let's redo that.
Hello, it is your boy, Chef Drewski. Back again with another episode of the Mixing Pot Podcast. I'm here with my lovely co-host. How are you?
Oh my goodness,
Yo.
I'm good.
I'm dead.
I'm doing pretty great myself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, talk your shit.
Thanks for asking.
Yo, today though, I know y'all like that meal.
Yeah,
On a scale from 1 to 10, like, your boy has really improved from when I was working at the Quinn to now.
Good,
Not, right?
Good 7.5.
Good 7.5? Yeah, that's good. I mean, shit. That's good.
Look, 7.5 would have passed ICA, so
No
Right.
cap.
that's all that matters.
No
For
cap.
real, that is all that matters.
But anyway, today's drink was actually Pisco Sours, right? Pisco
Pisco Sours?
Pisco?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pisco Sours. And I was actually given the bottle of Pisco by my ex-employer now.
Yes.
Ex-chef.
Former.
Shout out, yeah, former,
employer.
yeah. Shout out Chef Gary for giving me the bottle that he got from Peru, which was pretty tough.
Yeah,
but
you
yeah.
kind of see the
Yeah.
little
I
thing
gotta
a
go.
little bit.
I gotta go reach for it. I would ask our assistant, but he's busy eating on the job. Anyway, but yeah, if you guys want to see, it's the La Blanca.
Look at that. Show the live.
Yeah.
Gotta
Show
show the
the
live.
live. Show the Twitch live as well.
Yeah.
We live on Twitch, ladies. and
Oh,
gentlemen.
y'all.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what we made today. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make Pisco Sours at home. Okay?
Fire.
Let's do
Love
it.
it.
All right?
Let's do it. Let's get it.
Let's
So,
get into it.
all right. First things first. We want to get our stuff all together. Our what, Tariq? Our mise en place, right?
Mise en
There
place.
we go. And we have all our mise en place right here, ladies and gentlemen.
What
right
does
here.
mise en place mean again?
Mise en place means everything in its place.
Everything in its place.
Yes,
Heard
that's
chef.
what that means.
That's not. I don't know why we got keys.
Some keys.
All right.
Hanging around.
So, first things first, we're gonna get our bottle of Pisco, and we are going to weigh 2 ounces. So
2 ounces of Pisco.
Yes. 2 ounces of Pisco.
Just so everyone hears you on the live.
2 ounces of Pisco.
Yeah.
That's 1 ounce.
That's 1 ounce.
Here's your second
Why
ounce.
didn't you just use the other side?
I don't know.
What do you mean? The other side is 1.5.
The other side is 2.
No, I think that one's 1.5.
Is it really? Mine is 2.
Yours is 2?
Mhm.
Oh. Yeah.
He could have went that one and then did the smaller one on the other one that I have. So.
Well, I didn't. Okay. Who's making the Pisco Sours, guys? Thank you.
I love how we're so critical.
Y'all are hilarious.
Don't
Yeah.
egg whites. Egg whites.
All right. So
Right.
we're gonna take 1 ounce of lime juice. All right. So in that same cup that I just measured out the Pisco, I'm gonna fill it up with the lime juice
Okay.
all the way to the rim. All right.
Okay.
All right. Make sure it's nice and full. Okay. You don't want to skimp anybody. Right.
Yeah, no skimping
No
on
skimping.
on the acidity.
All right. Something else that is very interesting with this drink is that it uses egg whites. So it also is going to take 1 egg white.
Okay.
Just gonna put that in there. There we go.
Let's say that's 1 egg white.
That was 1 egg white. Be quiet. Anyway, and then we're gonna measure
That
it.
egg was
And then we're gonna measure it with a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup.
Okay.
1/2 ounce of simple syrup.
All right.
Why didn't you just use that one then?
What do you mean?
Why did you use?
Like I said, I'm making the drink.
Wait, that's a baby one. Oh my god, simple
because-
syrup all over the table.
Simple syrup everywhere. All right.
Because
So look.
he
look.
has.
We're gonna do like that.
We gonna do it like that.
We're gonna do like that.
We gonna do it
And we're
like
gonna
that.
shake it.
first.
Shake it.
Thank you.
We're gonna shake it, and we're gonna shake it vigorously.
You gotta shake it.
Do it, turn around for the camera. Hey, oh shit. Fucking shit up. Bye.
Yo, y'all are stupid. But yeah, so now, you see that. You see it's all built up.
That sounded
nice,
crazy.
Oh my
nice
god.
and frothy. Look at that. Look at that.
The mess he's making right now.
Nice and frothy.
That sounded crazy, like
Nice.
without ice.
Nice and frothy.
It sounded
So
crazy
now-
without ice.
We're not finished yet. We're not finished though. We're not finished. We're gonna put some ice in it. We're gonna put some ice in it. We're gonna put some ice in it. Oh yeah.
How many ice cubes you putting?
I'm putting 2 in. That's all it takes.
That's all you need?
That's all it takes. Thank you, Kayla.
You're welcome.
I would do half the bag.
You would have put half the bag.
Half the bag.
Mm-mm. Shout out to Tariq for getting me this shaker bottle. Right?
Yeah, it's a shaker.
Alright. And then we're just gonna shake it vigorously till it's nice and cold. Nice and chilled. How about
That's
that?
vigorously.
Yo, they are on my ass.
Yo.
We didn't have enough ice in it. He put 2.
So look, nah, it's cold
Right.
because this whole thing is metal, you know, and metal is a great cold conductor, right?
Okay, Bill Nye.
All right.
Alright.
Shit.
Where's you?
Y'all was watching Bill Nye too. Don't act like y'all wasn't. Ah.
Shit.
Okay, I have another question.
What's
Why
up?
are you using that strainer when the actual strainer?
The cap is a
the
strainer.
jigger comes with
Nah,
the
because
strainer?
I like the aesthetic of this. It makes me feel like I'm doing an extra step when I really don't need to. But for me and for our audience at home, it looks like I'm doing something very complicated. So we're going to just pour this.
Not you trying to create an optical illusion for people, for real, basically.
So work harder, not smarter.
Exactly.
Right.
That's okay.
And then look. So we got our liquid in there, right? We got our liquid.
The liquid, yeah.
So then, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get that nice froth.
The foam, yeah.
The foam, the nice froth, you know?
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
gonna get that in there. Oof.
Wow, look at
Look at
that.
that. Look at all that.
Look at that.
Look at that, Nas. Look at that. Shout out Nas.
I'm scared.
I'm screaming. And then we're gonna take our
Screaming.
Angostura aromatic bitters.
Courtesy of.
Everyone. Courtesy of Dora.
Hey, yo, keep my mother's name out your mouth. That was all me.
I'm dead. Nah, shout out Kayla for bringing me the bitters for real. And we're gonna do about like 4 dabs of it.
4 dabs.
4 dabs, just
I love me some
Dabs.
dabs.
Okay.
And not,
Off a
not
rig.
that kind either, off a rig.
off a
for
rig.
real.
For real. That's the
On my
only
little
real,
Puffco.
real way to do some dabs, you feel me? Off the riggy. The
Off the
conventional.
riggy.
That's OD.
Alright, and
Yeah, Tariq wouldn't know nothing about that.
Sure I won't.
hold on.
Never ever.
won't, sure
What up,
don't.
yo? Jose's in the chat, in the live. What's going on? Got a couple more people joining. Thank you guys for joining.
Garnish it with
Y'all are
our-
awesome.
Our lime slice, and there we are. We have our
Yes,
Pisco
look
Sours.
at that.
Pisco Sours. See?
Cheers,
Okay.
y'all.
Cheers. Cheers.
Pisco Sours.
Cheers.
Love it.
You want to move the bag of ice for the Twitch users as well?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Wow. And they didn't see it because you was in the way, but you dropped the lime.
I'm scared.
Yo,
But
now
yeah,
it's
that's-
funny because it fell right in front of my face like it did earlier. So,
And yeah, that's
that's it.
that's it, guys.
I'm liking it. Give me that. Oh,
This?
sure you're done with it.
What? The
Yeah,
lime?
you're done.
Yeah,
Give
you
me
can
towels.
take.
Thank you.
So we'll do a quick cleanup.
Oh shit.
We're gonna get
What's
on with our
the
show.
alcohol again?
What's
what
the
is-
alcohol?
yeah.
Pisco?
Pisco.
It has like, I don't know if it's that,
Here.
but it has like a, kind of like a little like bitterness to it.
Well, the bitters too.
The bitters on top.
Bitters
Yeah.
on top.
Yeah.
Angostura.
Well, I mean, you didn't put that much in. But
No, that was just for decoration. But like maybe if you got
A little
that
goes a
on
long
top.
way though with bitters.
Yeah. Cause it is just sitting on top of the foam. So like
Mhm.
if you went to take a sip maybe and got like the whole little top of it, maybe you could have tasted a little bit more. I don't know.
you said you use lime juice.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's that.
The lime juice.
The bitterness of the lime.
I've never.
juice.
I mean, I never had a pisco sour, so I mean.
I mean, it's just like any other sour.
That shit tastes good.
It does taste good. You did a great job.
Good job, Drew. You're getting better at this.
You are getting better at this.
I think I'm finally getting in tune with my inner alcoholic, you know? You guys are just bringing it out of me every Wednesday, you know?
We are not alcoholics. Please don't start our Twitch and Instagram live.
We're not alcoholics, guys.
We are not alcoholics. We do
promise.
not condone that, okay?
I'm trying to stay
Sunny
away
D
from
was the best
alcohol as
drink
much
of
as I
all time.
can, although it's like a ritual
What?
That
for
Sunny
here,
drink,
so.
D drink was the best drink of all time.
Sex in the driveway?
Yeah.
No.
That shit was
Oh
fire.
my god.
That's a... Speaking of which,
Let's not
the
even
Sunny
talk
D-
about it.
the Sunny D vodka that I talked about last show,
Peruvian Pisco Sours.
Yes.
The Sunny D shit.
we're gonna
yeah,
get
you
that.
found
We're gonna
it.
get that shit.
Yeah,
we
you
found
said
it.
you found it.
We fucking found
Not
it.
we,
Who's
you.
we? You.
Right,
Who's
Tariq, right.
Because you
I
only
found
want
it.
to try it.
I found that shit, and I'm going to buy that shit, and they are gonna drink it on
Oh
the show.
god. Just
Next
like with
time.
the fucking Panera bread.
Oh,
The
supercharged mango
yeah,
yuzu
yeah,
lemonade.
I'm
that
charged
shit was,
up.
That shit.
Charged up.
Charged up.
Charged up.
That's what's gonna have us on. I'm gonna have a heartburn.
Fucking heart attack.
Nah, that shit was fire. Y'all just bugging out,
We're
yo.
getting dead.
I cannot.
But anyway,
Anyway.
how was everybody's weekend? Let's start out with Tariq, because Tariq really wasn't hitting the chat like that this week. You notice that?
What are you talking about? I sent y'all
Nah,
the camera
nah,
and
just tell us what happened in New York, bro. You didn't get caught up in that, right?
No, New York was actually good this week.
All right, talk about it. Let's hear about
What
it.
do you mean I didn't hit the chat? I wasn't talking while I was driving back up yesterday. No, New York was good this week. My whole week was pretty good. What do we have on this week? I can't. No. Oh, we had DJ Matic on.
We should
Shout out to
have
DJ
mine.
Matic. And we made roti.
Oh!
Yo, that shit was so
I
good.
finally
It
attempted
was
roti.
so good. I was behind the camera. Shout out to anybody that pulled through. It was so good.
Well, aka shout out to Kayla who pulled through because no one else was there.
Me. Always.
Nazir was in Baltimore.
PTO.
Jocelyn had a Jeep meet.
What?
Yeah, right.
And Drew was at a modeling gig. So literally I had Olivia and Kayla and Matic was pissed. He was like, what the hell is this?
Deadass.
Why ain't no one
He
here
said,
when
where
I
the fuck
come?
is everybody?
But no, I finally attempted roti and it came out
Very
pretty good.
Tariq, very good.
Roti is a Jamaican tradition, Jamaican, Trinidadian, Indian, it's a staple there. But when I went to go look for recipes and stuff like that, Drew, when I say there's thousands and thousands,
Of roti.
there's different ways of making it. I was so confused on doing it. I'm like, yo, I honestly don't know how this is gonna come out.
What are all the different types of variations?
It's just the ingredients that people add into it and how they do it.
Like the
So it's almost kind of like
ratios.
gumbo, how you can throw
No.
everything in there. or
No,
not?
so roti is actually the bread. It's basically like naan. So it's alright, you use flour, you use salt, but then flour, salt, water, those are the easy ones to remember. But then some people add baking soda, some people add baking powder, some people add brown sugar, some people add random other stuff.
Oh,
some people add
shit.
yeast. Yo, Drew, it was had me messed up. I did not know.
What did you add in yours?
So I attempted it first time and I added baking soda. And I was like, okay, maybe this is coming out right. And I did. So they have something called ghee, which is basically a Trinidadian
Butter.
clarified butter, basically.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to go find it. I was like, I'm just gonna make my own clarified butter. Make
It's the
it
same
easy.
thing, yeah.
Basically.
You make
So
it,
I
that's
did.
how you make it at home.
Yeah. So I made the dough, and then I got pieces, rolled it out, let it sit for 30 minutes. Then I flattened them, put the clarified butter on, rolled it again, let it rest for another 30. I didn't test it till the next day because I had my aunt's surprise party that we went to as well on Saturday. In the morning before the show, I'm testing it and it didn't feel right. But I think more because I had a crust on it, and because I left it out for too long before I put it in the fridge. So I was like, all right, these don't look right. So then I tried it with the baking powder, and it was a little different. And so when I did it for the show, it did come out a lot better. When Matic took a piece and took it with the coconut cream curry,
That shit was fire.
he was
That
like,
shit was
yo,
funny.
this is how it's supposed to be done. He said what? He said 4.8 out of 5
Yeah.
on the whole dish. He was like, only because I didn't add chickpeas inside of it, but because that's like sometimes like that's what they do.
They do. Yeah.
But he was like, "Yo, besides that, honestly, like you nailed it." So I was really happy about that. Because I really didn't think it was gonna come out that great, but I did that.
It was so good. Tariq, like it was so good that like you left me wanting more, and like I had to make it for dinner, or for lunch for yesterday for my mom and I. Yeah. Cause like was it on Monday or Tuesday? I made just like a quick lasagna. I had some veggies that I wanted to use up, so I took an eggplant, I took some zucchini, and then I just did like shredded rotisserie chicken. And so, but I had like a piece of eggplant left over, and I had another zucchini that I wanted to use up. So I was like, you know what? Let me just prep this veg. I'll chop it up, and tomorrow I could do basically the same thing: a coconut curry. I'll throw some chickpeas in there. Obviously, do some onions, garlic for aromatic. And then I did that, and then I made the roti. I made just like with the recipe that you gave me. I basically I kind of did it on my own, except I made it vegan completely by substituting the clarified butter for coconut oil, and I fried them in the coconut oil, and obviously I added coconut oil at the beginning when I was first starting my curry, and I used that instead of like oil or butter or any other fat. So yeah, shit came out fire. My mom was like, oh my gosh, it was the first time that she had ever had it. I mean, like she understood the concept behind it, but she was like, it's so good. Like, and it was really so good. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so that came out really good, which I was happy about. And then class on Monday and Tuesday, we did cheesesteak sliders. And y'all know how good they are. Like
Cheesesteak sliders.
Yeah. Remember the cheesesteak sliders I did on the show and we did for that event?
What was that, first year?
No, it was this year.
Cheesesteak sliders.
Do you really not remember that? Bro, you smoke too much.
Nah, I don't even think. What episode?
I don't know.
Who was the DJ?
I don't know.
It was in December.
Niggas don't know, but
I
smoked too much, right?
It was
Last
December.
year, break.
It was December, but literally we just did it recently.
It was either December or January.
We literally just did them recently.
Who was the DJ?
I don't remember.
I don't remember, but after he did it, he had an event that day.
Yeah,
and signed them, and then they went stupid on it.
Yeah, literally.
They went crazy on it.
Literally ran out of them.
I don't know. I usually remember like all your things that you make, but I cannot recall
Not the cheesesteak sliders.
Yeah, right now.
But
that
no.
is crazy.
Made that this week.
Doing shit.
But no, classes were better this week from last week and stuff like that. I mean, they're chatty, but I mean, it's freshmen. I just kind of accept that, and I just gotta speak up more. I'm like, yo,
Bro, just
chill out.
beat the ass.
I can't do that. What's wrong with you? Why would I do that?
Okay, first off, you're not telling anybody that you're doing it.
There's teachers in the classroom with me.
What?
Yeah.
How many?
There's one teacher that's in there all the time, and then there's student workers with me.
So they switch alternatively? Like they're not there all the time? It's different ones?
Well, I mean, sometimes.
You can
Like
find you can find a loophole in the
I'm not gonna do all that.
You could find a loophole.
I'm not gonna do all that. My Monday class is majority women, and then Tuesdays is mix of both. But no, what I did this week was
beat the ass.
I can't with you.
I was calling out kids like who haven't like volunteered or just try to sit in the back and stuff. Like, nope, you coming up to date, you gonna cook.
Yeah.
And like I had them like season and everything and stuff like that. Yup, try it out, taste it, this and that. Like, y'all not gonna just sit here and think, oh, I'm just gonna eat for free, but not gonna cook anything.
Yup, you gotta participate.
So I was doing it yesterday. Like kids in the back, they're like, me? I'm like, yeah. Kids don't got the apron on. Get up here. You know the routine. Aprons on, sanitized gloves. Y'all getting to it today.
You've been here before. You remember this kitchen.
Right.
Exactly. But Monday class did a really good job of they came in, signed in, put the aprons on, and came right up to the desk, ready to go. So that was definitely a good thing. And I'm really seeing the kids really getting into volunteering more and actually
more engaging.
Yeah, engaging.
And that's what it is. So. It's the more familiar they become with the concept of you showing them these new things, and they're starting to become more and more interested over time. It's just fulfilling.
Exactly. Exactly. So it was good this week. I was happy about it. I'll see what I make next week. I told yesterday's class if they log in to Mixing Up with Chef Tariq on Sunday, they might get some extra credit. So.
Oh.
How would you know?
Okay.
I'm gonna have to write it down on something. Like
they're gonna have to watch and actually say who it is. You know, have to remember it, or we'll have to write it down somewhere.
Okay.
Because the principal was like, yeah, tell them about your show. So they can watch and subscribe and stuff. So if they watch, they might
get some extra credit.
She might get some extra credit. Yeah. I mean, because my program isn't graded, but she pulls them from health class. So if they still gotta be able to do something. So she's like, well, that's one thing they can do at least. So, besides that, I mean, overall, week was pretty good. Kayla?
Dope. Mine too, honestly. I feel like I just, keep getting to it. I've been still getting in contact with a lot of people, continuing to create those connections that I need. I've been doing some recipe testing, so I was finalizing new catering menu, so I've got that in the works. Should drop for next week. Some of these things are fucking delicious. Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh my god. For all of it, yeah. I'm actually really excited because so at the beginning of the year, I want to say, Regis had hit me up and told me that he had gotten some more equipment.
Shout out Regis.
Shout out to Regis. And I was like, word, bet, say less. And so now since I'm redoing my catering menu, I hit him up the other day. I was like, hey, like, you want to shoot? And he was like, hell yeah. So I'm going to get everything ready for Friday. We're going to meet up and then literally just like do a whole spread of like my desserts. So it's going to be fucking awesome.
Hell yeah. Nice. That's what's up.
I've got that coming up. And then today I had a really good meeting with Canada Management. Got some things in the works for them to help with like marketing, promoting, and then just, catering, like everything that I'm doing basically for that. What else do I have going on? What else was I basically worked on that like all weekend really.
Yeah.
Just try to like get those things in line and just keep it pushing for real. Like, yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I helped Tariq out with the show. That's always fun.
Yeah. You made a commercial and everything.
We did make a commercial, which you weren't there for.
Yeah,
look at that. That's a first.
I was busy doing something.
That's a first.
I was busy doing something.
Says the one always. And Kayla's never here.
Bro, first off, Kayla be watching the show and still won't show up. How you gonna tune in but not show up, bro? That's funny as hell.
But I be pulling up like literally when it's ending. Halfway through.
Well, nah, that sounds like a wonderful weekend, Kayla.
Yeah. It was definitely very chill. I got my nose pierced.
Yeah.
On Friday. I had to. I've been wanting it for a very, very long time, and I was just like, you know what? I just have to get it done today. I hit up my girl Gigi. I was like, girl, I need to get my nose pierced like today, but I want you to do it. And I was like, do you have time? And she was like, yeah, I got you. So I pulled up. It was awesome. We like had like a really good heart to heart. We connected a lot. She was like very helpful and made me very comfortable going through the whole experience too. Like it was so difficult trying to pick out like jewelry, you know what I mean? Because it's like, damn, like what looks good? Like what can I really use like right now during the healing stage before I can like change it into something else and try out different things. So, and then it didn't even really hurt. Like, I remember getting other cartilage piercings done and them fucking hurting, like, a lot. And for this one, I mean, like, my breathing was very good. And I was just like, when she went through with the needle, I was just like, oh my god, okay, that's it. It's done. And it was done. You know what I mean?
You were crying.
I was definitely not crying.
Yeah, you had a tear coming out your eye.
I'm dead.
That shit definitely be stinging. Like,
no, but I didn't. No, but for real, I didn't. I was like, that shit was not painful. Like, compared to everything else that I've gotten, like, I mean, I've gotten my eyebrows microbladed before.
Sheesh.
Like, I've got lip filler. That shit fucking hurts. Dead ass. Like, I don't know. Like, I can't really, I've only done it a couple times, and I'm just like, yeah, I gotta chill on this, because, nah. But, yeah. That was my weekend. It was very good. Very productive. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you, Drew?
First,
I
would like to say that shout out Nas. That's what I would like to say first. Second off, I've been watching, or at least we've been attempting to watch, all of the Harry Potters over again, and we have finally made it to the 5th one.
You watching on Peacock?
Yo, nah, yo, cause it's mad funny. Honestly, I forgot. I gave you my thing too, so I don't know. But it's mad funny, cause I went on there and I'm like, who's watching Harry Potter? I'm like, I don't watch Harry Potter. I'm not watching that. I'm like, what the hell is watching this?
Yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. We've been watching it. We got to the Goblet of Fire today.
Nice.
And Sunday, I actually had an adventurous day.
Yeah.
I had my modeling gig and everything like that. That went pretty well. That was like my 4th time doing an event at Mass Art. But they have the fashion show, like the catwalk and everything in May, I believe they said.
Mm-hmm.
1st week of May. So I know both of y'all are gonna be there because like, what the fuck else would you be doing?
So hold on, because I remember I went to it last year and stuff like that. So is it around this time they just basically like try it out on the models and like?
So all the seniors, they are presenting their like final products.
Yeah.
Like, for their final projects, and what they have is models come through and they have the photo shoot for the lookbook, and that's pretty much what we were doing. We'll take pictures, and then they'll put it in the lookbook, and then it'll kind of be like a yearbook for them, and they give it out at the end of the year. And like, yeah, I've been on the cover of it twice, so like,
nice.
maybe I'll get on the cover of it this year. Who knows?
Ooh, there's times a charm.
Yeah, deadass though.
Right.
But
it's fucking dope.
That, and I met this. So I'm chilling there. I walk in there and do my regular thing. You know, I already know the drill. So I gotta go up to my designer, talk to my designer and stuff like that. Try on the clothes. And then I go to whatever shooting corner they want me to go shoot at, whatever photo shoot booth. I don't know what they call it, but they're all just stationed around in this big ass area.
Booths.
And this one kid comes in, and his name was Dizante, cool ass kid from Texas of all places, and he was just like, yeah, bro, like this is my first time ever doing something like this, like. And I was just like, I just assumed like he was a model, he already had experience because most of the kids there have experience and have done it before. And he's just talking to me and he's just telling me, he's like, yeah, like I'm not even from out here, like I got a friend that goes here to Mass Art and like she told me about this and she told me to fly out, so I did. And like, I'm like, what the hell? And then he was like, yeah, and then I'm having conversations with him and he keeps saying my wife. And I'm like, your wife? I was like, yo, what, are you married or something? He was like, yeah, I'm married. I was like, yo, how old are you? He was like, I'm 21. And I'm like, what? I was like, yo, what? Like, that's crazy. He was like, yeah.
Crazy.
And then he was like, oh yeah, like, my wife, yeah, she's back in Texas and everything like that. Like, she always wants me to follow my dreams, da da da. But something about this kid was just so cool because he just had, like, a different type of style, like, and a different type of vibe, like, literally, like. And I literally... You know me, if you're cool, shit, fuck it, you wanna smoke, bro? Like, let's go smoke.
Got to.
So I smoked with him, and then I went to my friend Jay's house, and she used to work security at the Quinn, but she still lives over there, so I linked her, and she's talking to me, and she's just talking about, I brought up how we have our podcast and everything like that, and she was like, yo, like, I'm starting a podcast, and I was like, word? And then she was like, yeah. Which I thought was it was a pretty cool name. She was like, yeah, it's gonna be called Keeping It a Bean. And like, it's gonna have, she's gonna get like a coffee bean. So at first, I'm like, oh shit, y'all are like coffee connoisseurs or some shit. And she's like, nigga, what? I was like, she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, Keeping It a Bean? And she was like, nah, it's cause we're in Boston, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and then she was like, yeah, we're gonna be just talking streetwear, shit like that. So I started talking to her, pitching her more stuff about Second Human as well too. So she actually joined the team, and now we're gonna start doing some projects in Boston.
Oh yes, that's what's up.
Yeah, and then she has this totally different, like, she brings something totally different. So I really appreciate that. And her ideas are new, fresh, innovative, And she also brought somebody else that I had just met. I don't remember her name, but I'm gonna get to know her. But she is big into graphic design and she knows how to do the special effects on videos and stuff. You know, like on TikToks with the edits and shit. She's crazy with that. Like, and she was explaining how to do it and everything. So I was like, yo, like we can definitely put something together. So
nice.
I'm gonna see what the spring brings. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah! I mean, we still got that shit to do with that other person.
Oh yeah, we still got that too. Don't worry, we still
I don't even remember. Yeah, right.
So we got things to do upcoming.
Yes,
events,
for sure.
Much. But
I mean, spring is upon us.
No cap. It really is spring now. It's no more winter shit.
Right.
Even though it's still fucking cold as shit outside, it's like
it's warming up.
But it is warming up. It's literally right there. Like it's such a tease for real.
Bro. But what else? That was about it really. I just really enjoyed that Sunday. It just really was cool.
Nice.
Laid back Sunday. So yeah. Shout out Dizante too.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That sounds like you had an amazing weekend and you got lots of
things. And I was sick.
You were sick too.
Yeah, I just got over a sickness. I don't know what I had, but it was fucking me up, man.
Yeah.
It was probably like the 24-hour flu, if that's a thing.
If that's a thing, even.
I don't know. Shout out Nas.
Oh my goodness. I can't.
But yeah. That was my weekend, guys.
Word.
Alright.
Don't worry, Tree. You're gonna see a couple more of those Harry Potter pop-ups. We gotta finish it. We got like 3 more to go.
I mean, at least I know who it is now. That's fine.
He's
That's
like,
fine.
who's watching Harry Potter?
No, for real though, for real. Like,
I just went to go put it outside so I could go to see them like Harry Potter. I don't watch Harry Potter. Who watch this?
I remember one time that happened to me. Like, well, not that happened to me, but like, I went into an Airbnb and they had their Netflix account still logged into the TV. They forgot to log out. So I was like, say less. So I started watching shit on there and I'm like, yo, they probably like, who the fuck is watching our shit?
No cap. That's just hilarious.
That shit was not funny.
But yeah. Alright, Kayla.
Nice.
Yeah, you like that, right? Yeah. That's on the what? You already know.
You already know. No, but yes. So, guys, today I am gonna do something a little different because I've never actually done this on here. But I wanted to talk about a card. Or a couple
You brought
cards.
back the tarot book.
Yeah, of course I had to.
Oh, she had an actual card. Jesus.
Yeah, I have an actual card. So, yesterday while I was doing some meditating, I was going really in depth in regards to, just again, self-reflection and kind of everything that I've been going through and some of the challenges and some of the things that I've been wanting to focus on and how to better go about it. So I ended up pulling this card, which is a 6 of Swords, and it was upright. Basically, the meaning behind it, the idea behind it is, moving on from things, feeling safety and sheltered, kind of that sense of relief and kind of being able to find some distance in things and really just transitioning, right, from what you've been going through to something more exciting, new, just educational, anything to just kind of keep you going. And I'm well, okay, it really resonated, so today's my dad's 2nd year anniversary from when he passed away. And I was just it goes hand in hand with everything that I had to go through with that and losing myself through that and finding myself again to get to where this point, you know what I mean, where I am able to continue to truly express who I am and what I was meant to do. And so it was just really a clear reflection of that, and I wanted to kind of go a little bit more in depth on the card. So an interpretation for this card can be presented as, at the 6 of Swords, the Fool bears great wounds and losses. The conflict in the 5 of Swords proves to be very damaging, so she left in search of relief. She finds safety and calmer waters, though she could only bring what little she could salvage from the wreckage of her past. She may feel defeated, but she knows that she must move on and transition to a new period in her life. As a reflection, there is a chance to start anew now, but the journey may be difficult. Are you moving on from your professional or romantic life? Do you feel sadness, vulnerability, failure, exhaustion, or all of these emotions? Given the opportunity to start over, what would you want your future to look like? What mistakes can you avoid? And then some action items, basically just learning from your emotions, all of these negative feelings like sadness, grief, shame, failure, loss, they all give us context to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. Rather than trying to repress these emotions, accept them, and then plan to move, like your movement away from them. And that goes hand in hand with that distance, that transition that I mentioned before. And then, ultimately, don't let your past define you. Be able to let go of that past self. It's a totally different person that you are now, that you're nurturing and creating as well. Basically think instead about the person that you would like to be able to grieve and say goodbye to those aspects of yourself that are no longer aligned with your highest potential.
Okay.
So I absolutely love this because I feel like this has embodied everything that I've been going through, that those challenges, those hardships, that adversity, and really just being able to see that light at the end of the tunnel. And so after this card, I actually I thought about the podcast obviously because I was like, wow, this is what I want to present for my topic for today. But then I asked how better I can suit the team, or what more I could do for the team. And I got this card, which is the Four of Wands. It's upright, and just looking at it, it looks happy. It looks like celebration, there's a party going on, you know what I mean, kind of very bright, yeah. And that's basically it. It's about fruition, celebration, returning home, that sense of relaxation and satisfaction, as well as the connection with community. And really it's just about those wins, being able to see that positivity in every single thing, no matter how hard it is understanding that, all right, this was a lesson that I had to go through, so I might as well make something better of it, and kind of flip the script, if you will, on how I'm thinking about the whole entire situation and how I'm trying to what my emotions are basically towards it. You know what I mean? So yeah, but that was that. And so I was just wow, I love this, and I want to bring this to the show today and kind of share this with you guys, because even with going back to the first card that I got, the Swords, and it was thinking about everything that I've had to go through with my dad. Imagine if he was still here. I know he'd be so proud of me, and I'm just it's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. But yeah, so that was my topic basically for today. I just wanted to brush up on that, just how important it is to be able to just take hardships and triumph.
So
beyond that.
Something kind of related but totally unrelated. So I've been playing this video game called The Quarry, right? And it's not some shoot 'em up bang bang type of game. It's a narrative game where you can pick your choices, and your choices affect the game, right? Mm-hmm. So in the game, there's in between the missions, there's this tarot card reader, and she talks to you, and she's through the levels and stuff like that, you need to find my cards. You need to find my cards. So when you find her cards, there's certain cards that are hidden throughout the level and stuff like that. And it's crazy because they were all the cards that you had, you know what I mean? They had one was I forgot what they were, but anyway, they were cards that you had, right? And what they would do was, when you find the card, she'll flip it over, she'll tell you what it means and stuff like that. But then she's I want to show you more about what this card can do. Pick one card and I'll tell you the future. And in the game, if you pick a card, she predicts who's gonna get killed first, and if you can prevent the event and shit like that. It's crazy shit like that. The game has 262 endings. It's crazy, but damn, it's lit. I like games like that.
That sounds crazy. Yeah, I mean that's really dope though.
That resonated with me because it's it's crazy because it's tarot cards can show you like the future and like tell you about the past, and they had all types of different like meanings behind it. Like there was, if you picked one that talked about your past, you can like look at past events that you already went through and see what you can do to better that in the future and shit like that.
Yep.
There were the ones in the future where it can prevent events that are going to happen and shit like that. It was crazy. It was
That's crazy. That sounds fun as fuck.
Yeah,
I feel like I would definitely enjoy that a lot.
Those games, everybody, all my friends, they'd be like, yo, why do you play this shit? But I'd be like, yo, this shit is fun. No cap.
Right.
Like, it's like those books back in the day, the Choose Your Own Adventure books.
Yeah,
and
yes.
They'd be like,
love those.
look to page 261, and you went down the hall, and you're like, shit. Like, that shit used to be fun as hell. But yeah.
But that's awesome. But yeah, that was my topic, and just to kind of tie it up, so, to kind of celebrate my dad, for my birthday, every year he used to give me a shout out on the radio station because he had all the DJ friends and whatnot. So I actually wanted to do that today, was give a huge birthday shout out to my best friend who's watching right now. Ari, I love you so much. Her birthday's in a couple of days. She's actually about to go on a trip with Teddy, like always. And then you're gonna have a fucking blast, baby. Enjoy it. I will be with you soon. And yeah, I wanted to do that for you and share my love and shout you out on the podcast today. So I love you so much.
Happy birthday, Ari.
Happy birthday, Ari.
And Naz's birthday is not next week.
Shout out Naz, yo.
2 weeks.
Shout out Naz.
Next week.
Next week?
Next
No,
Friday.
31st. Now his birthday's next week. Is he gonna be what, 23? Yeah, you getting old there, kid.
I know you since you were 17. How long did I know Nas for? I didn't meet Nas until
4 years ago, buddy.
4 years?
Yeah.
How old were you 4 years ago?
19.
Damn. 17 and 19.
I mean, you're pretty
That
much.
was some youngins.
You're pretty much cracking 30.
Basically.
Who?
You.
Bitch, I'm the youngest out of both y'all.
Hell
No, you're not. You're a month older than me.
I'm the middle child. Yeah,
You wish you was.
You're older than me,
You
right?
wish you was.
No.
Isn't she 26?
No.
You just turned 25?
Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah, you old.
I'm always the baby.
You old.
Motherfucker.
You old.
I'm old as shit. Fuck, man. Nah, it's crazy because like growing up and everything, I was always like the youngest in my class.
Mm-hmm.
No one ever was
Same.
after July, and like that was it. Cause everybody got to celebrate their birthday in school and get all the cakes and shit. And
I was about to say.
my ass was like, shit,
Stuck at
my
home.
shit
Bro,
in summer. Like,
Right.
Kayla, did you ever have that? Your parents ever bring like cake or like cookies
Yeah,
to your
for
class?
sure.
Yo,
Definitely.
I ain't
Yeah,
never
for
had
that
birthday,
shit,
yeah.
bro.
Fuck y'all.
that was the only thing I missed out having a birthday in the summer was having like my mom or dad like bring like a cake
Yeah.
and some balloons to class.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, happy birthday!
I'd be that
never
kid in
did
the
that.
corner just hating, just. And I'm taking 2 slices of cake. I don't give a fuck, bro. Fuck your cake.
I already said thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
My mom did that for me kindergarten.
I know. I remember that, bro. The one time I actually had my birthday like during school was when we was at CI the first year, and it was honestly the worst. Like it was literally the middle of the day. It was.
I was there.
Yeah, we was in class. I'm like, bro, it's my birthday. I'm really in class right now. This is whack. I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah. He was over it.
Yeah, I was like,
fuck
and then
this
he
shit.
continued to do it. But
no, I didn't. No, I didn't. The second year we went back to school, so after my birthday.
You were in Florida, right?
No,
Where were you?
I was home. I was already back.
Oh yeah, we were on summer break.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we started have this July start date. That's why.
Exactly. I didn't, and then now, anytime it's my birthday for work, I take work off, or well, when I had a job. So I'm a businessman. You know what I'm saying? So.
Man, we working every day.
Oh, shout out Jose too, because he's making me into a monster.
He came
Yeah.
through the chat today.
Man, shout out to him, yo.
Shout out Jose
I've been,
for real.
I've been seeing him too, so
Yeah, you feel like you woken up?
Yeah.
I'm getting there. I heard something about you actually
Oh boy.
that I want to call yo ass out
Oh
on the
boy.
fucking podcast.
Oh boy.
And I hope Jose. I don't think he's in the chat right now,
You're
but
probably not in the chat.
he gonna see this later. So how come when I go to see Jose, I hear that you came in for a solid 30 minutes and was like, I want to go home. and dip the fuck out.
Hey, yo.
Kayla out here skipping.
What's going on with that?
Nah, that was mad shit
bro,
that he was talking.
Bro, he had me lifting weights.
And
he's like, yeah, Kayla, she skipped out on her lesson the other day. I said, skipped out on her lesson? He was like, yeah, she was here for like 30 minutes and then dipped. I almost dropped the weights on my ass. What? It's like, nah, but I was like, nah, when I see her, I'm gonna cut her ass for that shit.
Yeah, you woke me up this morning talking about, what you doing? Get your ass in the gym. Dead ass. I was like, good morning, Andrew.
She's like, bro, I just woke up. That shit had me dead.
Yeah, that shit was so funny. Oh my god. No, I mean, I did have to skip the last couple of days because, like, I've just been so busy. Like, I've been in the kitchen. I mean, fitting production into my, like work day is, like, kind of difficult because I already have so many other things going on.
Yeah, I feel that.
But still gotta make that shit work for real. So, I had to, but, yeah, nah.
What's the deal with Rolling Loud?
We're going.
I need to hear it from Kayla's mouth.
I'm down. I've already said
We're taking
going.
the podcast to Rolling Loud. I'm going.
We need to.
Did
You guys sent the link the other day, but I didn't get.
But that was only.
That's what I'm talking. This is what I'm talking about.
No, but that link.
Niggas say they're going.
I mean, we have to get that.
The tickets didn't drop yet. That link.
The ticket hasn't dropped.
That link was only for like $0 on deposits. But even when I try to click on it,
you're still you're still reserving that ticket, right?
But that's not the one.
What are you talking about?
That's not the ticket that actually dropped. It didn't do anything.
They took 1 cent out of your account for you to reserve for the first payment of the ticket. That's what that's for. That's the first payment.
When they send you the link?
The Rolling Loyal thing? We'll talk about it after the show. I'll show y'all guys. But, okay, Rolling Loud this year.
Yeah, right. And then we have to start planning out where we're about to stay.
Oh, so, boom. This comes in handy too. So when I went to go see Jay, right? Jay has a crib out in Miami, and a crib cause her dad is like, he's somebody in Boston or something. They got bread, but anyway, she has a crib out in Miami and a crib in Boston. That's where I was chilling with her in her crib in Boston, and she was like, "Yo, like if you're gonna go to Rolling Loud and you're actually gonna do that shit, like." I'm about to go down there next week and I'll fuck around and stay out there till July and just link y'all there. And then me and my girl, like, we always throw, like, mansion parties.
Oh.
So I was like, what? I was like, that would be a vibe. I don't know.
I thought you said she's going to have somewhere for us to stay, but okay.
I mean,
that's cool too.
I mean, that too, but like, I mean, I'd rather us just have our own shit, you feel me?
True. We can do multiple episodes.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to.
I mean, I do
too.
Right.
I'd rather have our own Airbnb so we can do our thing. So.
Yeah, exactly.
But that'll be vibes.
Yeah.
And also, they are 2 members of the Keeping It a Bean podcast, so like they could be guests on our show.
Dude, yeah, they could be having their show simultaneously.
That's
like
what I'm
our
saying.
shows will literally just be interconnected.
Have like a collab, literally, and we're bringing the gear down and everything too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I told you I got us. I told you.
Let's get it.
I'm with that.
I was networking this weekend. Y'all on my ass about not being at the show. Andrew out here making my moves and networking.
I'm still working. Still got a couple more people in the chat. What's good, you guys? What's good?
But alright, ladies and gentlemen, the word of the day is pinsage.
Pinsage.
Kind of sticking with the theme of stocks and stuff, and like stuff, Mirepoix and stuff like that.
Jose, I just cut her ass. Anyway, I'm sorry. About her leaving early. Okay, go.
I'm dead. Yeah, pinsage.
Tarek, I'm sorry that he interrupted you.
Pinsage is basically mixing your Mirepoix and tomato paste. Why are y'all like this?
Because we know you gonna be so tight after the show, bro.
Yo, because,
we already know.
I'm glad we have more cameras on us, because when y'all speak, I don't say a word. I say zero. I start speaking. Y'all
know, like, you know what Tariq reminded me of? Like, when we was in school and the teacher would be talking and your boy or your friend would say some shit to you and y'all be having your little conversation and the teacher just Just stare.
That's Tariq.
That's Tariq staring at us.
Teacher now.
That's how I'd be feeling when you stare at us. I'm like,
it's probably the same. He probably stares at the kids the same way.
Deadass. We're not just students, kid.
Deadass. We not.
Yeah, I expect more from y'all than them. All right, they're freshmen.
Ooh.
They're freshmen. Y'all are. What? You got a degree. You got a degree. I expect that.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
Ooh. Talk your
Great
shit.
chef.
Talk your shit, Pinsage. Gone.
Where you dead? Pinsage is basically mixing your mirepoix and your tomato paste in a pan. Just getting the aromas, mixing everything together. Getting that fond from the pan from like your veal bones or your beef bones and stuff like that. That's what you would really use it for beef and veal bones. You wouldn't really use it for chicken or anything like that. It's used in sauces, stocks, stews. It helps thicken your sauces. It gives sauces or your stocks bright colors and stuff like that. Basically, how you would do it is basically you would roast your veal bones or your beef bones and stuff. Once your bones are roasted, you would take them out, throw those in the kettle or your pot, whatever. You would take that same pot that you roasted them in, you add your mirepoix and your tomato paste, mix them all together. Once everything's mixed, throw that back into your stock and let that go. So, or if you're doing like when we mentioned when we did the short ribs and stuff like that, basically you sear your ribs, take them out, you add your mirepoix, you add your tomato paste. Get everything mixed in, get it nice and thick. Add everything back in with your stock. Why you laugh?
I don't know. When you said thick, it just resonated with me.
Alright. Yeah, you put everything back in, and let all the aromas, all the flavors do all the work in it. Basically, I mean that's basically it for the word of the day. Pinsage. Again, it goes right along with stocks, your broths, the stews we've been talking about, the last couple of weeks and stuff like that, your mirepoix, your sachets pieces, a big part of, what you're doing and stuff like that.
Love that.
Gumbo's a stew, right?
Gumbo? You said gumbo stew? Gumbo's a stew. Why'd you say gumbo then?
Gumbo's a stew, right? That's what I was asking.
Is it a stew? Yeah, I would say it's a stew.
Okay. Just culinary questions.
Oh, okay.
Not random, bro.
Not random. I'm like,
damn,
where did gumbo come from?
Right.
Aren't we the Mixing Pot podcast? I thought we was throwing in
Here
food.
we are.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
You're right. When's the last time you guys used a pinsage?
Oh, jeez, wow.
Marriott International. Shit. That's the last time I used that shit.
I don't.
The Quinn, they would never roast anything. No veal, no nothing like that. They would never make pinsage. I would never catch them doing that shit at all. And to be in, like, because a lot of our kitchens and shit like that, we used to make a lot of stews, a lot of shit. And they barely any.
Really?
That's interesting.
Yeah, they weren't big based on like big soups or because we had the pub bar that was just like the burger joint, and then we had downstairs was us, which was a Mediterranean kitchen, Cafe Q, and then upstairs was Bondo and their Japanese fusion. So
okay, so really nothing that's
in that cuisine.
Yeah,
any of those, nothing really.
Interesting.
Yeah, very.
Kayla?
I don't.
What do you mean, your short ribs?
I mean, basically, yeah.
Yeah. While
I feel like I mean, it really just depends, cause there'd be like random days where like I'm cooking, doing whatever, and like I'll kind of do that. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll kind of like cheat a little bit, where I'll do like just the veggies and the tomatoes first, and then like do my meat, kind of like trying to I just be cooking. You know what I mean? So. I definitely probably did that shit and don't remember. I mean, besides the ribs, cause but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, guys, that's the word of the day.
Okay.
Something quick and easy.
We need to get you an intro button.
I know.
Yeah, we do.
Got everyone in the chat on Twitch and Instagram. What's a good sound effect for the word of the day?
Monkey noise? You got the monkey noise on deck?
Someone on Twitch said, "What's this podcast about?"
Oh, well, first of all, thank you for tuning in on Twitch. This podcast is a culinary podcast where we talk about food, we do drinks of the day, word of the day, we do some spirituality, and we always have a topic around the culinary industry. We are all chefs ourselves. We all graduated from Culinary Institute of America. Also, Drew likes to interrupt me while I'm speaking.
I was whispering.
You wasn't whispering. We can hear you. We can all hear you. Jesus.
Yo.
Yeah, like we just have fun and tell our stories from the culinary industry, the baking industry, and we just have fun with our lives. So
the cannabis industry.
Exactly.
Shit, look at us smoking on here.
They smoke. I shouldn't say we because I don't smoke, but they smoke. We all drink. We do different drinks of the day, and we all take turns hosting the podcast. So welcome to the Mix and Pop podcast.
We talk about
Thank
a lot
you
of
for tuning
different
in.
shit.
Welcome.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yes, welcome.
Shout out to everyone that's on Kayla's live on Instagram. Shout out to everyone that's on Twitch right now. We appreciate it.
Shout out. Where you guys from? Like interacting more with us. Like,
exactly. We're gonna be doing more poll questions. We're gonna be trying to ask y'all, what y'all think on the questions we talking about as well. So more interactive stuff.
James, Young Nas Gunshot.
Young Nas Gunshot.
Young Nas is the studio DJ. We got a studio cat. We got the whole 9. You feel me?
Exactly.
The whole shebang.
We're gonna be having guests on very soon as well. So if y'all got small businesses, if y'all DJs, y'all cook, y'all do anything, y'all want to come on a podcast, let us know. We're gonna be having live people on here as well too.
Yes, let us know.
Who's gonna be our next guest?
Our first guest.
Our first guest. Yes, we need somebody.
So we finally have our 4th mic. So who's gonna be our first guest?
I want Diggums.
Diggums are your first guest? As the first guest?
I feel like Diggums, because he's been a pioneer behind a lot of people's shit. He was there for my first Second Human project. He was there for when we started the mixing.
Yep.
He was there with Kayla's shit. Like, not your... Yeah, but he was there. Like, y'all had a competition I'm talking about. Yeah.
He was there for the first episode.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Diggums on the show.
Diggums was sleeping in the background and stuff like that.
Right, though.
Okay. But he was here. I'm with that.
Yeah.
Josh can be here.
Josh can definitely
Laura did say she wants to be the first one. Laura
she wants to be the first?
Laura's been like, when y'all get a 4th mic, let me know.
She definitely can get on first.
She's been on, so.
Laura, we'll get you on soon.
We'll get some guests on very soon, guys.
What about you smoking some L's? That's crazy.
Hell yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. But, alright guys. Now, you know what time it is. Thank you, Lil Jon. It is time for the word on the street. But, it is an open discussion today.
Okay.
On podcast.
Okay. So we talk about ourselves? I love it.
Yeah, we can talk about ourselves.
Look at that.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
And
look at you got so
about,
excited. You're like, fucking shut up.
I know.
We can talk about your favorite podcast. Okay. Any podcasts you like to listen to. Any new up-and-coming ones? Any competition out there that we're at their throats for, Stuff like that.
Cool. We coming for the top, know what I'm saying?
Pause.
What?
Coming for the top?
I'm going.
How is that a pause?
Anyway.
You're coming
so,
for
all
the top.
All right.
We haven't used the AO button today.
We haven't, because it hasn't been needed.
Nah, that wasn't needed.
No, it wasn't.
Can they hear that on Twitch?
No, we'll figure out how we get the sound effects on Twitch and stuff like that. But it's on Spotify and iTunes and Apple Podcasts.
Alright.
And anywhere you can listen to the audio podcast.
Listen to the audio.
Yeah, listen to the audio.
So, yeah, Kayla, would you like to start us off? Any good podcast out there that you know? Or
okay, well, there's a couple that I really like. I mean, I feel like when I first tuned into podcasts was really when I was trying to figure myself out and heal myself. So I gravitated more towards self-help ones or just more, what's the word I'm looking for? Awareness based ones, I guess, right? And trying to kind of figure shit out and learn how to move past it. So I ended up finding this one guy. His name is Jay Shetty. I love his podcast. Sometimes he does his solo episodes, which are shorter. They're about half an hour, and he just goes through a quick topic, right? He'll name a couple little things about it, or just talk about it briefly. when he has guests on, usually about hour and a half long conversations. And it's all just like amazing conversation. So I love his. What other podcasts do I listen to? I mean, I feel like I've listened to a lot of different ones. I mean, right now, really what I'm just focusing on is mostly like using like guided meditations to sleep or like meditation music. Like that's kind of like the podcast that I'm gearing towards.
So wait, they play meditation music?
Yeah, like you look up on Spotify, it's just like a podcast, yeah, and it's like episodes like of like a guided meditation that you put on, you fall asleep to. You set your sleep timer, and then when the episode is over, it just turns off and you go to sleep.
On your phone?
Yeah, on Spotify.
The things that the future holds.
Right.
Tariq?
Honestly, I listen to a lot of sports podcasts. I listen to the Knucklehead podcast. That's Darius Miles and Quentin Richardson from the NBA, or former NBA players. All the Smoke, Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, former NBA players. I still listen to the New Day podcast, which are the New Day wrestling group. Even though they really just play reruns, they don't even make new episodes anymore. But honestly, that's just like a positive podcast when you put it on. It's just a funny one, so I just always throw it on whenever. And then I watched the Pivot podcast on YouTube. Ryan Clark, Fred Taylor, and Shannon Crowder. And honestly, like that one is a lot different. Like that one's a football one, but like they're like really like get into like their guests like they really dive into like someone's past, or like their guests like really like get into stories that like they never told, or if there's controversy, or like just things they've really been through, and like that one's a really good one. Like that one has a lot of like spiritual like stuff into it, and, like when they like get into the questions and stuff like that. But honestly, all the ones I listen to are really all sports, and honestly, I just like watching them. They're all funny. Like I get to see the insides of like players, or hear like the different stories you don't ever hear, or like if there's a story that came out but they never tell their side to it or something like that. So I like those kind of podcasts. Like honestly, any sports ones or anything sports related, that's really me. So
Nice. Yeah.
I don't listen to any food ones or culinary ones. Even though we know Raymond from CIA, he has his podcast, but I mean I never listened to it. So honestly, there was one point where I'm like, damn, why the hell I been on here? But it's fine. Honestly. But I do I do also have to shout out the pregame podcast as well. Wole, DJ Incredible, Bree. I've been on their podcast last year. And stuff like that. So they do it, and they do. I mean, similar to what we do and stuff like that. They just bring drinks, and they just drink and just talk about a bunch of topics and stuff like that. And I know they're expanding and stuff too. So definitely congratulations to them for all their success and the continued success they're having. But honestly, yeah, those are all the podcasts I really like listen to or watch or have heard basically. But there's some other ones I've like listened to, but I don't really get into like that. So yeah, that's all. Honestly, and it is more like I watch it like the beginning of the week. So like I'll listen to us like on my drive, so like I can see like alright, like our critiques and like what we can get better at. But most of the time, I'm literally just laughing at what we're doing. Like I'll forget something. I'm like, what the hell? What are we doing? Why are we doing that? But like, I mean, besides that, and then like I'll throw like the other ones on. But honestly, that's it basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Me, I honestly don't listen to podcasts other than us.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't even know if this would count as podcast, but like, you ever watch those Nardwuar interviews, bro?
No, I just see the clips.
Bro, I love those, bro. I'll watch the hell out of those.
Watch the hell out of those.
Yo, those shits are hilarious. They use what is he, like the human what? The human
encyclopedia.
Yeah, something like that. But he knows like every single thing about like a celebrity, and like on some shit like where there was this one episode where he was interviewing Lil Uzi and like he was asking Lil Uzi questions and he was like, "Yo, how do you know that?" Like, and he literally ran from him and like he was like, Lil Uzi," like chasing him through the thing. But yeah, I'll watch those. Us mainly, but yeah, just us.
Have you seen like some Rhode Island based ones?
Yeah, I have. I've actually been scouting and looking around, to be honest. I don't know their name, the one that I sent to the chat, but I know they exist, and there's a couple others, but there's a lot of Boston ones too.
Yeah.